Hello, how are you? Hopefully you're doing good. I'm Nasi Alam. Welcome to my channel. The name of my channel is Simple Talk. On my channel, I discuss how to do better in Duolingo videos. I also have some other educational materials. So I won't take too much time before I say thank you to all for watching my videos. I now have 20 countries of people watching my videos, and I'm delighted to have all of you, and I want this number to grow. Okay, so let's start. My topic is how to practice English. So this is I have got from the Duolingo test guide. Hopefully you will follow my video and you will follow my suggestions as given in the Duolingo test guide. So let's start. First of all, English is not your first language, right? That's why you are here. English is not my first language either. So, what I need to do to practice English, what you might want to do to practice English. So, definitely, we need to do four things. One, we have to speak better, we have to write better, we have to listen more, and we have to read more. Read is not like that, writing is like that. Okay, so how can we do that, and how can we communicate with Americans? Let's say I'm in America, and how can I communicate better in America? So for that reason, I need to take my Duolingo test. I need to practice the Duolingo exams, and I need to improve different components of communication. And that is how I can be a better communicator. And that is how I can be a good speaker. For example, 2 hours back, we went to a Halloween party, and my wife and I, we had a conversation with an American couple. We talked about children, we talked about foods, we talked about our jobs, and he talked about his experience of working with people from all the world. So that is, how did we do that? We could do that by speaking. And I listened, he spoke, I listened. Did we follow the grammar pattern? No. What we did, we just talked to each other. We became curious about each other. That is how we carried on the conversation. So you can see that speaking matters. So how does it matter? So let's see how we can be a better speaker. What you can do. So take advantage of time alone or home to talk to yourself in English. So, for example, I'm now talking to you in English. This is how I am improving. Or you can speak alone, or you can open a YouTube channel. You can invite me, I will subscribe to your channel, and you can speak English there. Then narrate what you are doing. So, talk about your life. Let's say I drove 1 hour back. It was an icy night. Still, I drove. My wife was there. She helped me a lot. My children were shouting from behind. But that's what my life is. So I'm narrating my life. So try to narrate your life. Try to record your own voice. Then talk about your challenges in your narration. Talk about your plans. So speak from your own memory. It means take a phone, record your own voice, narrate your life, or open a YouTube channel, narrate your life. So that is how you develop. That is how you come across fluency, or you have fluency. That's the way. Then, for example, I don't have any script. I'm just speaking from my experience. I'm speaking from my heart. That is what you can also have. Am I following all the rules of grammar? Not all the time, right? And this is not an edited speech. So you will hear it, you will see some mistakes, you will see some fumbles. I want to remain honest. I want to remain natural. So, because that is simple talk. Then write down, I said, write down, record some funny lines or catchphrases. Some phrases are funny, like killing two birds with one stone. That is a phrase that could be funny. Okay. Or there are some funny phrases. So record them, write them down. I have a very funny phrase. My students used to love it. That is, no money, no honey. Or in other words, you can say, without money, there is no honey. So I used to express that, and my students used to love that. I also used to uh, utter dialogue from one of the plays of William Shakespeare. That is from The Merchant of Venice, I guess. Yeah, that is, your mind is tossing in the ocean, something like that. It means your mind is swimming, your mind is thinking about different things. So you try to catch those wonderful phrases. Where do you get them? You get them in the news, you get them in sports commentary, or you get them in different YouTube videos. Okay, then there will be some English sounds in English that will feel especially tricky to get right. If you're having trouble with a sound or particular set of sound, chances are good that others are struggling with them too. Search online for guides and videos that have extra information to help your pronunciation. So sometimes you may face some pronunciation problems. So the DuoLingo authority is saying that everyone has it. That's not a problem. You just Google it, search the word, and hear the pronunciation. That is the way of speaking or uttering the right, uttering the word in a correct way. Okay, so in another video, if you want me to show, I can show you how to find words and how to follow the pronunciation and how to utter them in the correct manner, but in a clear manner. That's say, or then let us just say that. But what I would say to you, then don't worry about having an American accent, don't worry about having a British accent. You just be yourself. If you have an Indian English, fine. If you have a Brazilian English, fine. If you have a Latin American English, that's okay. I had a friend last semester, I won't mention his name, he's from Colombia. I talked to him in English. His accent was different, my accent was different. I also had a friend from Brazil. Then there was a friend from Italy, Portugal, Africa. They all have different accents, even from South Korea and China too. They all have different accents, but we carried on with our conversation. So because in our university there are people from 80 countries. So when I worked at the gym center, they used to go to the gym, and I would talk to them in English, and they would talk about their backgrounds, and they came from different countries. Then let's see, how will you improve your writing. That is not easy. For fast and easy practice, try writing your shopping list in English. So what's your shopping list? Try your shopping list in English. If you keep a list of tasks for each day, you can try writing that in English. Let's say you have a to-do list. You know about to-do list that, for example, what I do, I email myself what I write down. I write down in the morning, I will wake up early in the morning. Let's say something like that. What's my plan? I wake up early in the morning, then I write that I will study for 2 hours. Then my children will rise and I will take them to school. Definitely before that, I will spend time talking to my wife. My wife is very beautiful, by the way. So we will talk. Then I will take them to school. Then I'll return home. I'll take my breakfast with my lovely wife. Then she might go to her classes. I might go to my classes. Then what I will write down, that I will read books, I will make YouTube videos, I will take classes, then I will attend classes, and then I will return home. I'll talk to my children. I will take my lunch. I'll drink tea with my wife, and then I will make another content. I'll reply to my wonderful viewers' comments, and then I will talk to my wonderful, lovely family again. Then I'll go to bed, or I will watch some YouTube videos myself to improve myself as an English communicator, things like that. So you just narrate them down in English, write them down in English. Then try to write text, text people in English, write messages in English. You are writing to me in English. I'm happy with that. So keep writing to me in English, okay? And that's why I have this English content all the time, because I feel that with English I can reach out to many people. With Bangla, I can reach out to a lot of people in my country, but I won't be able to get connected to the outside world. I wanted to communicate with the whole world. Okay, that's why I use English as my mode of communication. Then, yeah, in your longer writing, oh, you can also find some online groups. You can talk to them in English, you can write to them in English, okay? But don't spend money on anything unnecessarily. Don't spend money. Don't you can watch YouTube videos to communicate in English or find some friends in English, okay? I'm not saying that only watch my video or videos or watch my content. There are many beautiful content on DuoLingo. You can watch everyone's content. In your longer writings, such as in response to a prompt, be sure to expand and support your main points with relevant supporting details and examples. For example, your topic is uh, traffic jam in Bangladesh. So, what will you do? You think about the topic traffic jam in Bangladesh. So your first sentence is traffic jam in Bangladesh. Your first sentence could be we have a lot of traffic jams in Bangladesh. Then think about the next sentences. Think about some of the supporting details. So your supporting details should be connected to the first sentence. Let's say you're writing, there's a traffic jam in Bangladesh. Your second sentence is, I love taking breakfast. So there is no connection between your first sentence and the second sentence. That is why I urge you to think about your supporting details. You introduce a topic, your rest of the conversation or writing should be connected to the topic. So always keep that in your mind. Okay, so that is then linking words. Use a variety of linking words. If you want to add more, you can say furthermore, moreover. If you want to contradict something, you can write however, but, okay, on the other hand, something like that. So use linking words. Even and, you can start a sentence with and, you can start a sentence with because. These are now accepted English sentences. To, okay, for, so nevertheless. So there are many linking words you can use. Okay, then reading. How can you improve reading? That is, read blogs, read English newspapers, read social media accounts, and join groups with posts in English. So I you can join I don't have any group. Okay, but you can join English groups. There are many English groups. You can join them. You can read their posts in English, and you can read articles and news in English. Then use your general knowledge. Okay, sometimes you don't have to learn every word. Use your general knowledge to read the news, to understand the news, and then read books or ebooks in English. Read books or ebooks with starting topics that you're familiar with. For example, I love sports biography. I read a lot of sports biography. Right now I don't have much time because of my courses, but whenever I have my time, I read a lot of sports biography. I did it when I had more time in my winter break, summer break. I used to read. I read a lot of cricket autobiographies. Cricket is a sport in India, Bangladesh, very popular sport in South Asia. Then, uh, then I also, read non-fiction. Yeah, when I was 20, 21, I used to read novels, but right now I find interest in reading non-fiction and sports biography, you can say. Then you can ask me questions in the comment section. I'll be happy to give you more answers. And if you want to know more about me, you can ask me questions. I have no problem. Then you can reread your favorite books. You may have some favorite books. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, you are thinking about scoring fast. I want to score 130, 140, 120, 125. Before you take the test, make sure your basics are good. Make sure your English is good. Make sure you speak well, you write well. Then go for it. Yeah, otherwise, even watching my videos, watching 1,000 videos will not help you if you don't work hard. If you can take all my advice, but if you don't work hard, I can't help you. Nobody can help you. Okay. Even mind it, I'm not giving you this guarantee that if you watch this video, you're going to score 150, 160. No, I just telling you these are the basic rules. If sometimes we like listening to people, so yeah, listen to me, listen to this advice, but make sure after you finish watching my video, instead of watching my another video, you can start practicing, but watch my other videos too. I'm just joking. So that's what you should do. And or you might want to do listening to music in English. That is something, if you enjoy, you can go ahead and listen to music in English. Music is catchy, has a lot of repetition, like I love you from the core of my heart, or I love you more than I can say. Think about that song, it comes repetitively. So some songs, some words do come regularly. If you are a singer, I noticed it when the singers, yeah, they speak better. Okay, maybe they speak this, sing the same repetitive words. They sing regularly. They, I mean, sing in English. That is how they develop their English. So you can do that. You can start singing in English. You can listen to music in English if you feel comfortable. Then watch movies in English, watch television shows in English. Okay, and also listen to the audio podcast. There are many podcasts in English. You can listen to them as long as you find interest in them. And then uh, also, if you want, you can look at the English subtitles. That is something you can work on. Even in my video, I put the English subtitles because my accent is different. Some of you may not understand my accent. Uh, I may not have a loud voice. So for everything, for inclusivity, I tend to have that option too. So then you can follow sports, you can watch sports news, you can watch history news, you can watch fashion news, you can even watch soap operas in English, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Okay. Uh, be in English. So every now and then tell me whether you like this video or not. Was it helpful for you? Do you have any suggestions? Don't ask me to buy equipment. I can't do that. I don't have too much money. But I am thinking about using this text guidebook to help you out in every video nowadays. And next time I will talk about how to prepare yourself, how to prepare yourself for the test. Tell me whether you liked this video, and tell me whether I can carry on with these segments in the rest of this month or not. Okay, there are 76 pages. I'm planning to go page by page. Let's say I'll take 2 months if you want to. So let's end this video. Thanks a lot, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good one. And sorry, I'm not in the Caribbean. I'm just joking. I'm just using the background. Take care. Have a good one.